Yes, viewers, today I want to look into something that is quite different from what we are used to. Though I've chipped it in one or two of my videos, but this time around is going to be a whole lot of topic. This thing constitutes part of a dirty environment we are talking about. I am talking about hanging electric poles and electric cables everywhere in Onitsha, in Nnewi, in Oka, in Anambra as a whole, and Nigeria as a whole. That thing constitutes dirty environment. Just imagine in a situation whereby, like as you are looking at this video now, you remove with your imagination, you remove the electric poles, remove the shanties with a clean environment. What is the difference between abroad and what you have done? Just imagine electric poles, just cables, everywhere. This is Awada Obosi. We are right now inside Awada Obosi. That is where we are. From the buildings and structures, you imagine that if you have known Awada, you will know that we are in Awada. The same thing applies everywhere. Yes, abroad they said they don't hang electric poles, even though there are some few places you can still find it, but in major cities electric poles are run underground. But I will tell you the reason why these electric poles are run underground, and some few reasons why some people thought it is better to hang it like this. By the time you go through all these things, then you will decide for yourself which one you prefer. Of course, we discuss a lot of things here that will better our city, better our environment, but many we are yet to see it done. Though what we are saying here is not a must, but we try to say it out, share it to other people, to people that are concerned, so that they will know that the people knows these things. We are talking about a livable environment. That is a wonderful idea. When I heard about it for the first time from the governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Soludo, I hailed him. But under it, I know that is not an easy thing, because a whole lot of things are going to be involved. But if the governor can achieve this, if he can achieve this, well, let me not just talk, but let's wait till the end of his tenure. 8 years, 4 years, I don't know. But the governor is not doing badly. It's just for him to have a listening ear and, tidy some of the things that he needs to do, to get things well. I say this thing a lot. Southeast is a golden fish, and it has no hiding place. However, the kind of the way we are located, the way we sit, the way we operate, Southeasterners operate in Nigeria, all of you, I don't need to explain that. So the only way out is to come together and make Southeast an enviable place. That is the only way out for now. Then our brothers can come over to invest. Many of them are ready to come and invest, but looking at the situation and the environment and everything, it discourages people a lot. Well, I don't see why some other countries in Africa will be doing better than us. They don't have oil, they don't have the large economy that we have. But if you come there, you will feel like staying. And residents over there, but the truth has to be told. We need to work on our environment. That is the truth. Well, we are not going to show you only Awada. We'll show you some other places so that you know and understand what we are talking about. But the purpose of this video is to explain this thing I told you. Why we must lay the electric cables underground. I will tell you in this video and you understand it very well. Here now is Atos Avenue, Oka. That is where we are now. The same story everywhere, there is no difference. So an open electric cables hanging on electric poles in a city streets pose a significant safety hazard to pedestrians, motorists, and nearby residents. They increase the risk of electrocution, fire, and other accidents such as storms or heavy winds. It's crucial for the relevant authorities or utility companies to promptly address and repair any exposed or hanging cables to ensure the safety and well-being of the community. Well, some people will say that Anambra State doesn't have money, that this one doesn't have money. I hate such statement, honestly speaking. If you feel that there is no money in the state, go and check the budget of other countries in Africa. Check their budget. Aside that, you must not do this thing once. You can be doing them gradually. With time, you get all these things in place. Then the best way for electric cables on the street is to have them underground conduit. You can check it out anywhere you want. You can Google, you can ask somebody, you can do any research you want. The best way for electric cables on the street where people walk, where people do their businesses, is to have them underground conduit. That is what is globally acceptable. Installing electric cables underground reduces the risk of exposure to weather elements, vandalism, and accidental damage. Like vehicles will come and hit them, electric pole will fall on the streets. You know the consequences. See, Oyibo has gone through all these things and they are making it shorter for us to learn quickly. If you don't want to go through all these things, you pick the technology and learn quickly instead of going all through these processes. Then it also improves the aesthetic appearance of the streets and minimizes safety hazards. You see, it improves the beautiness of the streets and ensures safety. Then viewers, let's go critically into the advantages of running cables underground in cities. Running cables underground in cities offers several advantages. Aesthetic improvement, that is the beautiness of the city, improvement of beauty of the city. Underground cables eliminate the visual clutter of overhead wires. Appearance of cityscapes. This contributes to the cleaner, more attractive urban environment and enhances the city's appeal to residents and visitors. You see, Europeans or foreign countries, they understand these things better than we do. Even though we understand them, but we don't want to do it because of greed. Everything lies with politicians. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Politicians have everything that we are talking about. They are the ones that will give directive to do this thing like this or not to do it like this. The civil servants are there to obey the politicians. That is the truth. Even though the laws are there, but civil servants, they are there to key in the ideas of the politicians. So politicians has the key to anything we are doing in this country. If the politicians wants to better this country, they will. And like I was saying, the foreigners understood this thing more than we do. When you better your environment, your city, you are invariably inviting visitors to come over. Come over, do business, come over for tourist attraction, come over to reside, and a whole lot of them. People that are already residing will not have to go. Well, let's proceed. What about safety? Underground cables are protected from weather-related damages such as high winds, lightning, and ice storms, reducing the risk of electrical outages and accidents. They also pose fewer hazards to pedestrians, cyclists, and motorists compared to overhead wires, maximizing the risk of electrocution or injuries. Well, we move into reliability, which is part of the advantages. It is reliable, to have it underground. Underground cables are less susceptible to disruptions caused by severe weather events, vandalism, or accidental damage. This enhances the reliability and resilience of the city's electrical infrastructure, ensuring uninterrupted power supply to residents, businesses, and critical facilities. Well, probably because we are not talking about, or we are not dreaming of 24/7 supply of power. If we are dreaming of 24/7 supply of power, constant power, you will know that we cannot do it with hanging electric poles. Rents, weather conditions can affect all these things, and the thing will just trip off, or it will go and blow in the transformer. This is what happens always. So if we are talking about 24/7 light, probably state like Abia State that is now talking about 24/7, there is need to lay cables underground to avoid constant repairs and the interruptions. Well, we're going to talk about durability. Underground cables are shielded from exposures to environmental factors such as UV, these UV reflections, radiations, temperature fluctuations, and moisture, which can degrade overhead wires over time. As a result, underground cables tend to have a longer service life and requires less frequent maintenance and replacement. You can see. Then what about space optimization? By eliminating the need for overhead poles and wires, underground cables free up valuable spaces in densely populated urban areas, just like we have in Onitsha, Oka, and other places. This space can be repurposed for pedestrian walkways, cycling lane, green spaces, or other urban amenities, contributing to more efficient land use and improved urban planning. Just like I said now, these spaces, when you dismantle these electric poles and the cables, the spaces where they are can be converted into walkways. They can be for walkways, they can be for green areas. In fact, the gains of removing these poles are far much beyond imagination. But it's just that people don't want to do the right thing. People are interested in, their own. Politicians, they go abroad to live, they stay abroad after governing their own state. Well, I don't understand these things though. It's very unfortunate. People running out of the country going abroad to stay. Is it not somebody that arranged that abroad? People took pains to do their countries better. Probably if you check the GDP or the per capita income or whatever metrics or measure that you want to use to check that abroad and our own country, there may not be much difference. The difference lies in making their country to be fine and better. That is where the difference lies. And bet you me, if Nigeria can get close to what the environment of abroad looks like, they will not perform better than us because we are very hardworking people. And that is the truth of the matter. That's why Nigerians excel very well when they travel out of Nigeria, because they have a better environment, conducive environment to thrive. Let's proceed. We talk about reduced interference. Underground cables are less susceptible to electromagnetic interference from external sources such as power lines, radio signals, and electronic devices. This helps to maintain the integrity of electrical signals and ensures reliable communication and data transmission through cable networks. Well, you can see that there are numerous advantages of burying these cables underground. I'm still going to tell us the advantages of running electrical cables on a pole. Probably some few advantages that are just, petty. It looks petty, the few advantages of running them on the surface. Well, in overall, the deployment of underground cables in cities offer numerous benefits, including aesthetic enhancement, improved safety, enhanced reliability, durability, space optimization, and reduced interference, contributing to the overall quality of life and functionalities of human urban environments. Well, let me talk about some few advantages of running electrical cables on a pole. One, it is cost effective. You see, somebody can, because of something cheap article, and endanger and lose so many advantages he's supposed to derive from doing the correct thing, because you feel that this thing is cheap. You did not bother to check other advantages you are losing. Cost effectiveness of running cables in open. Installing electric cables on poles is generally less expensive than burying them underground. This is because underground installation requires excavation, specialized equipment, and labor-intensive work, which can be more costly than erecting poles and stringing cables overhead. Secondly, accessibility for maintenance. Electric cables mounted are more accessible in terms of maintenance. Well, I just dropped these two advantages of having these things in open. But having gone through these advantages of running cables underground, you don't need to think twice. We don't need to think twice. Remove these electric poles, bury them underground, remove shanties, clear shanties. Our people are becoming used to shanties. If they have not been used to it, if they have been checkmated from shanties, by now people will not be doing it. Then have a covered drainage, construct the drainage in a way that it will be covered. There is difference between putting slabs on top of a drainage that one can be easily removed and it doesn't stand the test of time and it looks rough. Pedestrians cannot walk all over it peacefully. So putting slabs on gutters are not the idea. The idea is constructing the gutters in a way that it will be covered. Then about 3 chambers of opening at intervals will be there to ensure easy cleaning. And lastly, having our environment to be very neat. These things are the things that we need to do to get these things in place. Well, I believe that we have gone to a certain extent, and please, you are not doing this channel good if you don't share our videos. People are saying that this channel has a lot of information. I'm not doubting that. That's what we are known for. We do a lot of research. We do things that will better our cities and make our place a better place. But having done that, what is your responsibility as a viewer, as somebody that is watching this video? Your simple responsibility to make Anambra a better place, Nigeria a better place, is to share this video. Share it to no less than 20 people, 10 groups, 20 groups, any number you wish, so that people will learn. It's not only meant for Anambra people. People are learning from what we are saying in this channel. I used to give you an example. We will say something here, next thing is being implemented in Delta State, in other places. It's not by coincidence. I'm very sure of what I'm saying. But, however, I wish to end this video here until I come your way next time. I am still Chinedu, your presenter, and I say bye for now.